Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jahliali. In this incarnation, we are here in one more day of this planetary ascension. The focus of the reading today is what shadow should be illuminated. I decided to do this reading because we are moving towards the full moon in Scorpio, but this is a timeless reading, as I always say, so it doesn't matter the moment that you are seeing this. Well, I'm going to show you the cards that represent the shadow, and then we are going to see the advices. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the World. Remember that if you don't have resonance with this message, you can go to other readings of the channel. So when we are talking about shadow, we are talking about the unconscious parts of ourselves, the patterns that are repeated in automatic pilot and that are not making us feel good with ourselves or with the reality, with experience, or with other people even. We're not talking about evil or good parts, I don't like to judge the experience that way. I'm practicing to do that. So we are just talking about the unconscious things in ourselves. Well, with the Eight of Pentacles, maybe there are certain talents that are awakening, or gifts, things resources that you have, or maybe you've been investing energy in those things, but there is a certain beliefs or this pattern that it is linked with not fully trusting in what you are doing, not fully trusting that what you are doing is valuable even for others, or that you can offer something that has value. You are not fully trusting in your capabilities or in your abilities. This card many times is very linked with perfectionism, because perfectionism comes from the same place of not feeling enough. And well, this is a very common programming. I think we all experience, and we all work with that. And I'm not going to correct that in that video. I am practicing to accept my imperfections too. So what is important here is that these patterns could have emerged from many things, many experiences when you were children. Maybe it could be that your parents were very critical, or that you were growing in an environment where you weren't appreciated for who you were, or your efforts, or or maybe you were grown in an environment where you receive like rewards for the results and not for who you were. These patterns could emerge for many things, and we are not blaming anyone. We just are bringing to consciousness the origin, the root of these things. But it is not about blaming. It is only about understanding that many generations before didn't have the tools to teach themselves even how to work with those patterns, because they have grown in same environments, or even worse, with more patterns, or with parents that didn't have that have less tools than them. So this, I think that this has been getting better from generation to generation. And what I'm trying to say is that the conditioned mind many times measures and compares, and is looking at other people, look at how that person is doing that and how much better is doing that. And even, the comparisons could be vice versa, to judge other people because we don't feel resonance, or we don't like what they do. But all of those things actually don't have a purpose, a divine purpose. Those are programmings of the rational mind, because what the soul came here to do, it doesn't matter. Let's suppose that you are a musician or whatever thing, and there are millions of musicians, but what you do, the way you do, the thing that your soul can offer is totally different from whatever thing that other people can offer. And that is the special thing. It doesn't matter how talented you are, you can always improve, but the thing that you have to offer, no one can give that, and that is the special thing. So Well, this is the first shadow with the Eight of Pentacles. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this card could tell many things. On in the first place, could be linked with impatience, with frustration, with and not starting to or worrying all the time about what you are doing, or worrying all the time about the things not working, about how you are investing your energy, and the things are not going to work. And this is like maybe you are already heard this example when you are putting a seed under the ground to grow a plant, and it's like uncovering the earth many times just to see if the plant grew. So that doesn't work with our energy either, because it is like seeding energy of preoccupation, of worries. Preoccupation, I think that I invented that word. Sorry. So this could be something very linked with the Seven of Pentacles, but also this card could be linked with not investing your time in the best way, like not choosing to invest your time right now in things that can collaborate in the long term, because this is very connected with this card. Maybe you are self-sabotaging yourself because you are not believing in yourself. So unconsciously you are investing your energy in other things, distracting you maybe, because you don't believe that this is going to work in the end. So just take what resonates with you. Could be linked with the impatience, the frustration, or not, or feeling that the things are not going to work, and also with not investing your time and energy in the best way you can at this moment. And with the world, yeah, this could be linked with doing something that you are called to do, and that is going to be a big achievement for your soul, but in a certain way you're not getting there. You're resisting the goal, or you're resisting to close the cycle, or even you are resisting this achievement because when we don't feel enough, there is like these things can coexist, wanting to grow, wanting to do things, and at the same time to have fear of success, to have fear of things going right, because we are so used to think about ourselves in from this place, from things not working or from not feeling enough, that we are actually having fear of things going right, of things working for us. So these paradoxes can coexist in human beings. So these cards are all of them very, very connected. This card is also could be linked with self-sabotaging yourself, and not doing that thing that that is going to make you feel good, or that is going to represent an achievement of the soul, but in a certain way you are delaying that moment because maybe you have fear of have success of things going right. So well, let's see the advices. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Justice, and we have the Knight of Cups. This card came out it was two cards, but this card came out too. So with the Ace of Wands, certainly the card is advising you to take an opportunity. It's like take action about this, because it can change the whole experience. It can change the whole experience, and many times we don't know how with a tiny action, with a tiny thing that we do, with a tiny step of open that page, starting that song, starting that painting, or I'm trying to think about many things, or writing that idea, or creating that project. Starting with something, many times changes our whole life. And this is what the Ace of Wands is telling you, that maybe you are not fully trusting right now in yourself, but the universe do trust in yourself, and the capability that you have to be channel of light in this plane. So it is about to match that energy inside of you, porque sorry, I'm mixing all the languages, because the universe, I am very tired today, because the universe is part of you, it is part of this infinite consciousness that is in all of us. So the universe, when we align with universe inside, we can trust in ourselves too. So, well, this card is telling you to take advantage, to seize this opportunity, because it is a good one. It is something that you should do. And with the justice, this card is telling you to be fair with yourself, to be fair with yourself, and to align, even if this is causing certain resistances, and this has, taking this opportunity or starting this thing is something that confronts you with your fears, and with the fear of failure in the end. And there is no failure, even if we fail. Even if we fail, and fail along the way, is something that will happen too, because we need to go through those situations also to learn. But one failure, it doesn't mean that we are going to fail in everything, in our whole life. Those are only lessons along the way, and we can have many lessons of failure. But they are part of the way to and this card is telling you to be fair with yourself right now, to take a decision, an impartial and objective decision that can represent the fairness, the justice with yourself, to recalibrate the energies and to bring the best to your experience right now. And the best experience is the best energy that you can bring to your experience. Oh, sorry, I'm so stacked today. Well, with the Knight of Cups, yeah, again, there is this thing about trusting. This knight is very connected with his heart, and with the longings, the dreams of the soul. But from here, it is not trusting. It is not trusting in those dreams, in the heart, in the steps that the heart is guiding. So it is about working on this, working in the trust. Trusting in ourselves is not about, it is linked with trusting with in the inner guidance. And of course, our mind many times can tell us so many things, and we are start to believe them. So it is important to detect them, so we can separate what our mind is actually telling us and what our heart is actually telling us. So, well, sorry for my English today. I think I hope that you understood the reading. But well, this is about taking this opportunity to be fair with yourself, to rebalance energies, and because if you give steps, trusting your heart, one step at a time in the present, trusting your heart, you are going to look backwards, and you're going to see that you gave a lot of steps that way. And it is going to you are going to reach one moment that you are like on the top of the mountain when you look behind. So that's why it doesn't matter to focus on other things like the future or the past, just this present moment. Well, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.